The conversation activities in New Interchange are designed to introduce new grammar in a context. These short, fun dialogues are always accompanied by a colorful picture that sets the scene. There are 2 conversation exercises in a typical New Interchange unit. Conversation is usually followed by grammar focus. There are 6 general teaching steps for conversation. Step 1. Set the scene. Set a focus question. Step 2. Books closed. Students listen once or twice to the audio program. Step 3. Check students' comprehension. Step 4. Books open. Students read silently as they listen once more. Step 5. Explain unfamiliar vocabulary. Step 6. Students practice the conversation. In this section, we'll observe Erin Walsh in Minneapolis, Minnesota, as she takes her class through a conversation in Unit 1. Then we'll see how Leonardo Mercado's students practice a conversation from Unit 8. Finally, we'll observe Bruce Monk's class in Nagoya, Japan, as they use the look up and say technique to practice a conversation from Unit 4. Now let's go to the classroom as Erin Walsh demonstrates the teaching steps for conversation for her beginner students.
Open your books to page 5. I want you to cover the words in exercise 7. Cover the words.
Have students make predictions using the pictures in the book.
Well, usually once I know that I'm going to be using a conversation, what I'll do is take a look at the picture next to it and see if there's something I can use from the picture to build schema before we actually, use the conversation. So what I might ask students to do is to take out some cards. We call them don't look cards, and they're just, these small cards that are just big enough to cover the dialogue and to cover the conversation. And I'll have them put the card over the conversation, and then I'll ask them questions about the picture.
You can use your hand or you can use a piece of paper. Don't look at the words. Good. Jun-woo, what do we see in the picture?
Teaching step 1. Set the scene. Set a focus question.
Where do you think these people are?
Where?
Where are they?
A restaurant?
Maybe a restaurant. What is the man with the blue shirt holding? What does he have?
What?
A file or a notebook? Do you think maybe they are students?
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe in business? Okay. We're going to listen to their conversation. Keep your hand over the words. I just want you to listen. Who in the conversation are friends?
Teaching step 2. Books closed. Students listen once or twice to the audio program.
Part A. Listen and practice.
Hi, Tom. How's everything?
Not bad. How are you?
Pretty good, thanks.
Sarah, this is Paulo. He's from Brazil.
Did you hear everything?
Yes.
Teaching step 3. Check students' comprehension.
Who in the conversation are friends?
Is a friend?
Paulo?
He's a friend.
Sam? Tom. Tom and Paulo.
Yeah.
Where is Paulo from?
Brazil.
He's from Brazil. Good. Is Paulo a student?
Yes.
Student and English student and engineer.
Excellent listening. Excellent listening. We're going to listen to it one more time.
Teaching step 4. Books open. Students read silently as they listen once more.
And follow along as you listen. Read the words as you listen.
Exercise 7. Conversation. Asking about someone. Part A. Listen and practice.
Hi, Tom. How's everything?
Not bad. How are you?
Pretty good, thanks.
Sarah, this is Paulo. He's from Brazil.
Do you have any questions about the vocabulary in the conversation?
Step 5. Explain unfamiliar vocabulary.
Hyunchu, question?
No.
All the vocabulary is perfect?
Yes.
Okay, let me ask some questions then. What does this expression mean? On vacation.
On vacation?
Yeah, what does that mean, on vacation?
He is taking a vacation now.
No work,
No.
no school.
No.
On vacation.
No fun.
No responsibilities.
No responsibilities, only fun. Who would like to practice the conversation? I need 3 volunteers. Who would like to practice the conversation?
Teaching Step 6. Students practice the conversation.
Who would like to practice the conversation? Don't be shy. Everybody's going to have a chance to practice.
I don't know.
Come on, Luis.
Yeah? Good job, Luis. Thank you. Luis and
Ibel.
Ibel, and I need 1 more volunteer.
Would you like to do it?
Thank you. Now, when you practice the conversation, I want you to practice the speaking, not the reading. So you look at the words, then you look up and say the words. Don't just read.
Have students use the look up and say technique.
So you read the sentence in the book, look up and say it. For example, hi Tom, how's everything?
Okay.
So Luis, then you read your sentence. Not bad, how are you? Okay, I don't want you looking in your book. I want you looking at your friends. Ibel, you are going to be Sarah.
Yeah.
You are going to be Paolo. And you are going to be Tom.
Okay. Hi, Tom. How everything?
Not bad. How are you?
Pretty good, thanks.
This is Paolo. He is from Brazil.
So, hello, Paolo. Are you on vacation?
No, I'm not. I'm a student here.
Oh, are you studying English?
Well, yes, I am. And engineering too.
The read and look up technique is very important. So when they're speaking, when they're practicing a conversation with a partner, I don't like it when they read and say, hi, Raul, how are you? Can you come out today? Because they're not talking to a book. I ask them to look and speak up and talk to their partner. And that's very important in practicing conversations, so that it's not a reading exercise, it is a speaking exercise.
Do you remember the 6 general teaching steps for conversation? Teaching Step 1. Set the scene. Set a focus question. Teaching Step 2. Books closed. Students listen once or twice to the audio program. Teaching Step 3. Check students' comprehension. Teaching Step 4. Books open. Students read silently as they listen once more. Teaching Step 5. Explain unfamiliar vocabulary. Teaching Step 6. Students practice the conversation. Now we'll see Leonardo Mercado demonstrate Teaching Step 6 as his students practice a conversation from Unit 8. It is important to give your students as much practice as possible so that they feel comfortable with the new structure by the time they reach the grammar focus.
Good, okay. Now, I'm Jack, and you guys are the woman, okay?
The students practice the dialogue with Mr. Mercado.
Okay, good. Now, vice versa. You guys are Jack, and I'm the woman. Yeah, and, you know, emotion, yes? Okay.
Have students add emotion to the conversation so it becomes more meaningful.
Okay, everybody, begin.
I just moved in.
Oh, some on Pine Street.
Finally, Bruce Monk demonstrates teaching step 6 as his class practices the conversation using the look up and say technique.
Right, so you have to remember. You have to look at it, remember it, and then you have to look up and you have to say it.
Mr. Monk has his students form an onion-like ring around the classroom where they will rotate partners.
Do you like jazz, Tom?
No, I don't like it very much. Do you?
Well, yes, I do. I'm a real fan of the ringtone Gonzalez.
Oh, does he play piano?
No, he doesn't. He plays the trumpet. What kind of music do you like?
I like local a lot.
Who's your favorite group?
The Cranberries, I love their music. How about you? Do you like them?
I don't. No, I don't. I can't stand them.
I can't stand them.
The students switch partners when Mr. Monk calls out.
Do you like xantone? Do you like xantone?
No, I don't like it very much. Do you?
They practice the conversation quite a few times, really, before it leads into the grammar focus. They're more or less familiar with the way the words sound and the rhythm of it.
Remember, when teaching conversation, have students make predictions using the pictures in the book. Have students use the look up and say technique. And have students add emotion to the conversation so it becomes more meaningful.